Today we're approaching things a lot safer as we have passed through these poles through the wall and braced them, lifting up the stones, and then we're gonna take it one beam at a time, make sure we place that first beam, secure in the remaining stones that are unsecured on top of that beam before we continue opening up the rest of the doorway for the two other beams. Gotta cut it down just a little bit because there's a few stones in the way that will not pass. Let's cut from that side. 25, okay.
24. Okay.
So I think today's video and last week's video gives you a glimpse at how stressful this project can be at times, but I mean, my goodness, look at that. That is beautiful. Well worth the effort that we went through to create these door openings. But I admit this stress does get to me every once in a while. Usually what I do is I'll sit, kind of enjoy the view in the morning time, take a minute for myself, or I'll honestly binge watch YouTube a little bit. That's my guilty pleasure. But the last couple of days I've been playing a new game called Merged Dragons, who is sponsoring today's video. Merged Dragons is a free-to-play game available on all devices where you're on a quest to discover and recapture the mysterious world of Dragonia. As you merge objects, you solve puzzles and heal the land. Merging eggs will hatch dragons, and throughout the game you'll collect bounty that you can bring back to your dragon camp. There are hundreds of levels with fun but challenging puzzles for you to solve in order to collect bounty, hatch your dragons, and grow your dragon camp. What I love about the game is how relaxing it is. It's just challenging enough to keep you entertained with a fun storyline, but it's really a great way to kind of take a minute for yourself and relax. So download the free game by clicking on the link in the description below or by scanning the QR code, and thanks to Merged Dragons for sponsoring today's video.
Arrivato!
Molto bene. Buongiorno. Salve. Ciao.
Fausto!
Buongiorno.
Ciao America.
Bradey. Piacere.
Piacere.
while we're opening up that door, we're also putting down the tar paper on the new terrace, getting ready to pour that final pour. We of course have to also add the insulation, but first goes the tar paper, then the insulation, and then the final pour of concrete. But first, before the tar paper goes down, we need to brush it all off, clean all of the debris off, which he has an interesting method of doing so. So that right there is the Italian way of doing things. He's using a unlit propane torch as a leaf blower to blow off the dust while having a lit cigarette in his mouth.
Stai che andare su te.
Adesso poggio giù qua. Passa Bradey.
Andiamo su qua.
No, ma il tagliato è qua,
Gira.
Devo buttare su questo. Aspetta, passa. Oh. Spingi. Spingi. No, no, no.
Tengo io.
Molla, molla. Cos'è? È olio?
Olio di...
Ok, good.
Olio di riccio.
Dove io?
Bel problema adesso. Io vado su. L'alzo su e la butto su. Tu ce la fai Alessio? Ready? Vai là. Io ce la faccio.
Dove io? Qui?
Lì.
Con Alessio.
Con Alessio?
Io mi arrangio.
Vai là. Aspetta.
A te Alessio.
Aspetta che sotto. Vai.
Vai. Passa mia. Come? No, aiuto, aspetta.
Bello.
È centrata? Sono basso io adesso. Aspetta che pronto sto adesso. No, no, larga su, dai. No, adesso passa te. Dai, vedi più bene, dai. È spolverata qua, vedi? Via più adesso. Prova. Dai cosa, ti giro il sasso. Che è dura. Isolante. Isolante, via. Dai.
Oh my goodness. What's the saying? Measure twice and cut once? Well, in this situation, it's measure twice, cut twice. I cut them down to what I think it would be based on where I thought the stones would be, but always cutting it a little bit long, and then now cutting it to the proper measurement based on what we found with the stones. Just need to take a little bit off to make our lives a little easier. No, vai con Alessio.
Come ieri. Ieri non l'abbiamo portato su io e te.
No?
Ieri.
Ieri sì.
Era più lunga ieri,
Ieri? Alessio, aiuto!
Ah, non mi ricordo. Te ti ricordi?
Sì.
Io no. Ha detto di far su il Gatorade.
Ok.
Cosa facciamo a spalle? Vai! Vai, vai, Bradey, vai, vai! Vai, vai! Ce la fai? Non pesa, vero? Così anche l'Alessio è contento. Troppo palle. Aspetta che vengo su. Fai fatica.
Tieni il treno un attimo.
Aspetta, vai. 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 Aspetta. Aspetta, prendi che pulisco. Troppo lontane. Vai, azione. Quindi. Come ste carriere. Vai, prendi. Pensi. Pensi a me.
Quanto?
Vai ancora. Quanto sei
Ancora?
su?
Oh, c'ha bisogno di che?
Che 15. Va bene, dai.
Oh, uguale.
Va benissimo.
È contro bene qua?
Poco più così. Vai a posto.
Qua appena basso perché?
Poco più.
Aspetta allora. Aspetta.
Anch'io aspetta,
Dai. Meglio?
Sì, perfetto.
Vai, Bradey.
Vai dietro, Bradey. Bradey dietro.
Dietro?
Cacca brava. Vai.
Fai una pausa.
Una pausa. No,
Ok.
Vai. Vai, alza. Spingi. Ouch. Spingi. Vai ancora.
Ok.
Molto bene.
I completely missed Heather's initial reaction. Should we reenact it? Go ahead. Wow.
Wow, no, it is amazing. I love it. It's so beautiful.
Sometimes I forget to pull the camera out at the right moment. No, that changes the approach to the house, which, as you walk up to the house, has always been my favorite perspective, although the other side with the new terrace is quickly becoming my new favorite side of the house.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But that new wood beam really makes it.
Yeah, and the best part is that we can have a door that actually
functions.
seals.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
It was beautiful before with the old beams, but they were all at various angles dramatically, so it wasn't exactly possible to seal a door. So not only does this look excellent and will last for several hundred more years, now we can actually seal a door. This is the side that I'm most pleased with how it turned out, and the biggest transformation, because this door was far too short for us to walk in without hitting our head. But now it really ties everything together, pulls this terrace together.
Is there something different about this concrete slab I'm standing on?
Yes. I may or may not have forgotten to film an entire day of work. I'm tired.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just, pouring more concrete. I think everyone's seen a lot of that.
We're all. Yeah. So I did forget to pick up the camera for half a day of work, but it was just more concrete. Yes, we did have to pour another layer of concrete over top of the terrace. You guys saw us putting down the tar paper. After that came another layer of plastic, and then about 2 or 3 inches of extra durable concrete, which we buried in these posts to hold the metal railing when it's time for that. But you can see the plastic coming up and the concrete as well. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to, I feel like I'm going to roll on another waterproof barrier on top of this concrete before we actually tile. We've got a beautiful tile picked out, an outdoor tile for this terrace.
Yeah, I can't wait.
But I think I'd feel better with just one more layer of roll-on waterproofing before we tile. So speaking of things I forgot to film, we actually opened up another doorway and I didn't film it at all. So right in the front entrance, which I should turn on some lights first, but this beam right here is all brand new and I did not film any of it. Sorry.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but this door was pretty short going into the living area, the fireplace room. So now it is actually a full door.
Well,
it's really tall because the ground is too low.
We have to raise the ground up.
I'll be more like up here.
Actually, that's exactly where you'll be.
Can you see the door?
But what I wanted was for these beams to match the pre-existing hand-hewed chestnut beams. This door took actually 4 beams to come up with the thickness of the existing stones, and all 4 of those beams came from the mountain. Those are the beams that I was hand-hewing by hand. Well, when I pieced them all together, because all of the boards were so warped and whatnot, it ended up being a very long, nearly full day project of continuing to hew them until they sat together flush, and I was simply too frustrated to also film while doing that.
That's also something that I know everyone's seen a lot of. It's Bradey with that axe.
Yeah, it's not a bad seat.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We'll get it raised up with stone, and then we'll have a large stone ledge to sit on the terrace.
That'll be super nice.
I just briefly wanted to, I guess, express some gratitude for the team we have. Mm-hmm. I've learned so much, and we've plowed through work at a brutal pace.
It's been amazing, though.
Yeah.
It has been amazing.
I actually took a 4-day weekend the last 4 days because they were kind of finished with all of the large, difficult task, and we're kind of at a crossroads where we have to finish up some smaller items before we move on. And I was burnt out.
Yeah, I think everybody needs a little bit of more of a slower pace for maybe the next week or so.
They didn't want to admit it. They were burnt out too. We were all pushing a little bit too hard. And,
way too hard.
Too fast. But my goodness, is it not beautiful? Especially these doors, as I'm sitting here and looking at it. Like, I was nervous that I wanted it to be put back as it looked before, not with
too new looking.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
I didn't want the stones to be too perfect. I wanted it to look like it always was there. And looking up there, I can't tell any new work. It's perfectly put back together just the way that it was. Except now we have beams that will last another couple hundred years, and we can finally close the door.
Yay! Which is so exciting. I think it's amazing how much this is all coming together. I know that from the beginning it's been kind of a mystery how we were going to turn this into a home, but hopefully it's all kind of coming together and you can see how it's going to turn out.
I mean, not to us. We knew how it was going to come
we
together.
We knew. And I know there are lots of people that could see it too.
Yeah.
But we definitely had some questions about what we were doing.
I mean, everyone questioned our sanity, but we certainly had a vision, continue to have a vision. There's so much left to come together, but it's going to come together beautifully.
Yeah, I think even better than what I envisioned it would be. It's going to be even better.
Just as a reminder, don't forget about Merged Dragons. The game is completely free to play. It's available on all devices, and you can download it through the link in the description below or by scanning this QR code. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you on Sunday with a brand new video.